Namaskar. Meditation is a big thing today. It is spreading very fast. There was a research in 2012, and they found out that in USA, 4% of the population, they know about meditation. Maybe they tried meditation, they heard something about meditation. And the same research was done in 2019 or 2018. And they found out that 14.5% know about meditation. Can you imagine that kind of trend? It means after 7 years, 50% of population will know about meditation and maybe will practice meditation also. And in 50 years, everybody is going to practice meditation. It's just like brushing the teeth. So, because there is a huge demand, there is a huge offer also. There are techniques on the market, so to say. And there are some classical ones, and there are some newly invented ones. Meditation by John. The John has invented some meditation, following which logic only God knows. But John offers you to do that meditation. And then many people also go for that. So how to know which technique is the best? Because technique is important. It's just like a car. You're going for the race, and you need to get a proper car. You need to know that your car, when meeting with the river, will be able to cross that river. When going to the desert, will be able to cross that sand. So that kind of car you need to find. One criteria is to find out whether it is a dark side of the force or the good side of the force. Whether in the ancient time that these two paths were called Vidya Tantra and Avidya Tantra. Vidya Tantra, the path of knowledge, is the meditation which leads you to discover your inner self, to become self-sufficient, to be independent, to become free from the addiction to the external objects, to become complete in yourself. It is introversial. Another path is avidya, or path of ignorance. On that path, it's like meditation for the attraction of the money, meditation to boost your sexuality, meditation to achieve your desires. There are techniques like that. I am sure you are aware. If you have been taking any interest in the path of meditation, for sure you have seen some offers of that sort. So that meditation is called dark meditation because it increases the slavery of the mind. The mind becomes more and more addicted to the objects of desires and therefore more unhappy. So a wise person will choose the good side of the force. So that's one. Another one, in my opinion, meditation should be a complete one. Like, if you meditate on your breath, just following your breath, observing your breath. It is very relaxing, calming, and not so difficult. That's why it is very appealing. It is very easy to do. But it is not complete. Just you are getting a bit of relaxation and you are getting sort of withdrawal from the external objects, which is good. But then that withdrawn mind has to find a new goal and go somewhere. So concentration on the supreme entity, on the consciousness, is not there. Therefore, that meditation is incomplete and therefore cannot satisfy you completely. Because we human beings, we aspire for infinity. Infinity, and nothing else can satisfy us. So technique must be complete. It must lead to the highest goal and highest accomplishment. But to reach that highest accomplishment, we have to develop all the muscles of our mind. So the system of meditation, like 2,500 years ago, Maharishi Patanjali, he has defined yoga, describing it as a 8-limbed process, 8 steps. And that was not done accidentally. It was not meditation by John for the attraction of money. That was meditation by Maharishi Patanjali, who spent years and years and tens of years in the inner research. He found out that there is something which is called Panchakosha, the 5 layers of the mind. And for the development, for the purification, for strengthening of each of those layers, one needs to practice something. So therefore, 8 types of practice was prescribed. And thus, 8 types of practice, ideally, they should be combined in one meditation technique. And then if that is the case, then your personality will be developed harmoniously. It's not like your intellect developing, but intuition is still there, very immature and developed. Then you will be very smart, so to say, but you are not wise. And there is no love, and there is no joy and happiness. If you develop your body and your ego grows, at the same time you like to look at yourself at the mirror, your mind still becomes very extraversial. You're not moving inwards. You are just creating trouble for yourself. So everything has to be combined. We need to develop the body. We need to develop the intellect. We need to develop intuition. We need to develop wisdom. We need to develop love. So the most satisfying technique is the one which harmoniously develop all the layers of the mind. Another thing is that three approaches have to be combined. There are 3 yogas. Jnana yoga, the yoga of knowledge, karma yoga, the yoga of action, bhakti yoga, yoga of love. The knowledge yoga, you sit and you try to know yourself, make inner research through the proper technique. Karma yoga is the service to society. Karma brahmeti, karma bahukurvita. Action is God. Do as many actions as possible. When you do actions in the mood of service, in the flow of benevolence, that action liberates, and you discover so many things. And then the yoga of love makes you happy. When you fall in love with the cause of all causes, with the infinite cosmic entity, you feel happiness. That is, it creates inner happiness. So all these 3 approaches, plus the 8 limbs of yoga, have to be combined in one technique. So with that understanding, we are making meditation steps. There are many lessons. There are personal lessons, which can only be received by personal instruction. But even with the basic lesson, where we teach just openly on the YouTube platform, even there, we try to maintain the 8 limbs of yoga. Jama niyama is there, asana is there, pranayama is there because your breathing becomes very calm when you meditate. The pratyahara is there, withdrawal of the mind. Dharana, concentration and the focus is there. Dhyan, deep penetration in the flow, in the ideational flow of the mantra is there. And samadhi is also there. So I advise very much to choose a proper technique. To choose a proper technique and go with that. Invest your time there. Don't invest time into some sort of half meditation. Yeah. If you still don't know how to meditate, you can check. There is a link. The meditationsteps.org is our learning website, where you go step by step and learn different things that help you to meditate. Or you can just check the video, which is explaining the basic lesson of meditation. I wish you best of luck with your practice and develop all the aspects of your personality. Become beautiful, complete person. Thank you. Namaskar.